Yes, yes.
What was up with the intro? Did you not see that?
What happened?
It was like, it was like,
Was it pulsating?
yeah, it just like stopped and did it for like 30 seconds.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't restart my computer. Sometimes if I work, if I don't restart my computer when I get home, sometimes
right.
it's choppy. So if I sound choppy, let me know. Let's see how
Gotcha.
we got Jay Henry here. Let's see how deep down the rabbit hole you go with MMA. What shirt is this?
Hold on, come up further. That looks like a McGregor shirt.
No, it's more Jamaicanish.
More Jamaican.
Yeah, this
Why
is
do I not?
this is one of my more obscure shirts. He's fighting this weekend though.
Mm,
No, it's O'Day Osborne.
I was okay. I was gonna say Ode, but for some reason you had me thinking like it was like an older shirt.
Yeah, no, it's new. It's new. I
I
haven't worn it
never
too
would have
much.
guessed. Yeah, I never would have guessed it was Ode. Whenever you said Jamaican, I was gonna say Ode, but then I was thinking, why would he have Ode Osborne shirt?
Right? So I got it because I was in J Spec's Spaces one time and O'Day was in there
Oh,
and I
got
bought the
you.
shirt that day. It's one of those ones that's like real soft, but it's like I'm between a large and extra large, and it's extra
Hmm.
large, but it's like they're cut real like a tight extra large, so it's like a
Right,
not like a medium. But anyway,
medium.
so how you been, Jay?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. Just really busy. It's a short week this week, but man, it's been an exhausting week. But I'm doing good, man. How's life treating you?
Good. I had a big Memorial Day party, so I've been gone for almost 2 weeks trying to set this party up, move rocks, do like man shit,
You're
and
always doing fucking yard work, man.
dude, I'm about to go do it after this. I'm about to go out and mow my lawn because it would rain a little bit. But this party, man, I'm getting 19,000 steps a day, and but it's over
Nice.
now. So this weekend I'm gonna chill by the pool and relax a bit. And
There
then
you go.
my cooler still has some liquid in it, and I'm gonna keep it iced to try to keep it going this weekend.
Nice, man. Yeah, that's all you can do, man.
Hey, it's what we're here to do. So anyway, we haven't been on in a while. I've been on a 2 week break. So I got some good tweets here. A lot of high flyers. I'll try to get the comments if we got them. We got a couple people watching. So we'll
Oh
go
wow.
to it. I don't know what order I have these in, but let's roll. So here we go.
Shoot, man, shoot.
First one from Zuki2 Cadmus. John McCarthy says he wouldn't mind seeing Nick Diaz fight for a title next. Nick Diaz. That doesn't mean I'm talking about the welterweight title. So let's get it straight. He didn't say Nate. He said Nick. Thoughts?
Man, yeah, I heard Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell talk, or was it Luke Thomas? Yeah, Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell mentioned this, earlier this week. Man, that's just I don't see the justification. I mean, I love Nick Diaz is a legend. I'm sure it would draw pay-per-views, but it just doesn't make sense.
How could
You
you? How
know?
could you? I put. Does he mean Nate? Like Nate still fights, and Nate almost knocked out Leon at the last second, right? But we're talking about
Right.
Nick, who basically. I mean, it was a fun fight versus Lawler, who's long faded, and he really got like he had to quit because it was just too much. He wasn't in shape.
Yeah.
He looked awful physically, which he doesn't always look ripped, but like he looked terrible to me. And
Yeah. Me too.
and John McCarthy's talking about he has better hands than Usman. At this point, Usman does everything better than Nick Diaz, other than submit, and he's not going to get Usman down because nobody gets Usman down, right? So, I mean, to me, this is a ridiculous statement, like absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't want to hate on Big John McCarthy, but that's just yeah, I don't agree with that. I mean, fantasy booking, great. It's cool to think about, of the possibility, but in all honesty, it's just fantasy booking to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, we got Captain here, starting off with the absolute worst take of all time. Yeah, like legit, like it's absolutely outrageous. Like it's like ridiculous. Nick gave up against Robbie. It was fun till it
Yeah.
was over, but it was sad to watch him. And you're gonna throw him to Usman. And again, I'm not a great big Usman fan, but come on, man, let's be reasonable here.
And I'm not one to call Nick, and I'm not one to call Nick and say that that he bitched out, man. I mean, because it wasn't, yeah, that was one of the worst
I,
tap outs I've ever seen, man.
I
That
don't
just
think
told me,
I don't think he trained though. I don't think he
no,
even trained for the fight, right?
Well, because look, man, you saw the photos before the fight, like months before the fight. Him on
Right.
the track field, he's
Right.
all jacked and ripped, and all of a sudden, he shows up looking like that. It's like,
Yeah, he looked like Ben Askren before he fought friggin' Jake Paul. So
yeah,
next one, this is the Killer Hippie now. Me and the Killer Hippie went at it a couple times. I'm gonna have him on the show. He talks shit about
right.
the show, which makes me want to have him on the show. So Killer Hippie, he just like there's this picture, you can't see it, but it's really artistic. It's cool actually. His eyes are super focused. He's got cool eyes. And he was drinking this Death Wish coffee. Do you know about this?
No,
Me either, but I'll try it. I'll give it a shot.
see, I'm not a coffee drinker, but
Oh.
I like to try coffees. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm one of those kind of people. Like, I like the way it tastes, but it's not something that I'm gonna drink every day. You know what I mean?
I
But
do.
if it's
I do one a day. I actually have a second one today, but I've been doing less and less as I get
Damn.
into my mid 40s.
yeah, I take supplements and stuff like that, so I got enough caffeine going into my body.
Yeah. Plus, we're just jacked up dudes as it is, Jay. You know. Um,
Yeah.
and Jack like wow. So this is Death Wish anyway. I'm gonna get some from Target. I believe I might go to Target and get some this weekend. I'll try. You know,
Man, that's expensive ass coffee, man.
yes, it is. I
Holy
know the Killer Hippie is
shit.
doing it. Hippies, I guess, got money nowadays. All right, next up, this one's a quick one. This is my man, the Mac named Dre, Andre Easy. He looks just like Method Man. Say it
I know
louder in
Dre.
the back. So somebody was just promoting his show, which is a cool show, Steezy and Easy. It's him and his boy smoke some L's and they talk. It's a good show, not casuals, good takes, chill as fuck. Yes, and Andre Easy is supposed to come on this show as well, Jay. But he,
Nice.
he's been ducking me a little bit. I'm gonna get him on too. But he's a good guy.
Yeah, I've talked to him many times, man. Seems like a really good dude.
And he does like you like WWE type wrestling. He's done
Yeah.
that, right? Isn't he?
Yeah,
isn't he-
I've actually seen some of his videos that he shared of him wrestling. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've seen it too. All right, next up we got Heather Cowan. I don't know who she is. She's just like a hipster, whatever. I know I like all sorts of people, Jay. This is definitely something a haunted chair would say. So I guess you're in this like thrift store and it says definitely not haunted. This chair. So the chair sign says it's definitely not haunted.
Yeah, that's a weird one for sure.
I thought it was funny, like like the chair would say it's not haunted, so you buy it, but it's actually haunted, Jay.
Yeah, that's the ugly ass chair. That thing ain't going
That
to my
chair
house.
is ugly.
It looks haunted.
It does. It does, and that's why it has the sign, probably though, right, to let you know it's not.
Right.
But it really is. All right, let's see. We got a couple in here. We got one more from Captain. He's got to have some coffee. Yeah, I agree. Your tweet's coming up too, Captain. Be ready for yours. Yours is intense. So now we got Edwards versus Chimaev. This is Leon would have killed. This is remember supposed to happen, Mark. It was supposed to happen. Would have killed the hype train. I don't believe that. I think Leon is good, but he's just average at everything. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't see him beating the top guys ever. And I think Chimaev is a top guy. And again, Burns stretched him obviously, but I think Leon doesn't derail that train if that fight happened. Your thoughts, Jay?
No, man. Listen, if you want to go back to the Chimaev Burns fight, if you look at all great fighters, they have one fight, that's going to test them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have that. I mean, even Khabib had Gleason. You know what I mean? If you think about it, because a lot of people even had, even though he won unanimously, like the commentators thought Gleason won.
Right.
But, I think Chimaev went into that. I don't think he fully understood, how the weight cut would affect him over 3 rounds because he's not used to fighting that long as opposed to going to. So I think a fighter like him needs a fight like that to tell him how to train better, what he needs to do in order to go 5 rounds again.
Good points, Jay.
But Chimaev, I think moving forward from here, he's going to be a world beater.
Yeah, and look, Burns is not a slouch, right? Like I think Burns is more of a problem with some of his skill set than Edwards. He's got more power than Edwards. Edwards is more athletic and can maybe move better on his feet, but Burns is not easy matchup for Chimaev, right? Like because Chimaev wants to put you to the ground, and Burns is not easy to get down, and Burns has got good jiu-jitsu. So Edwards, I think, is the easier matchup. So whoever, training humble here, I'm gonna disagree.
Yeah.
I think Burns was the Burns almost threw out the hype train, right? Burns almost did it.
Yeah, and I think, and I'll just add one more thing. I think Chimaev would. I mean, Leon's. He's very technical. He's a very technical fighter, and he doesn't take a lot of chances. But I think that with Chimaev's aggressiveness, I don't see him having any problem getting Leon Edwards to the ground as opposed to Burns.
Right? Exactly. Captain says he doesn't know who beats Chimaev. Dude is durable and gets power. Yeah, I mean, look, it's fighting, so somebody will beat him at some point, unless he retires like Khabib. Somebody will always beat you in this sport. You know what I mean? At some point. Even Matt Serra knocked out friggin' GSP, who was losing to Matt Hughes as well. So anyway, this is a funny one. We got Drippy McGregor. This is one of those dudes, Sugar SNZ. He changed his name a bit, I think. This is a beautiful take. So he's showing a little clip of McGregor versus Khabib, and it's like a 20-second clip, and Conor's kind of staying off his back, and he's trying to say, and these guys are always trying to bait you. I think he's trying to say that Conor's ground game is better than most of the other dudes that fought Khabib. Now, Conor, this is my take, Jay. Conor's very athletic, and Conor is very strong at that weight, right? So my thought process was strong at any weight, but my process was Conor, after 7 to 8 minutes, all his skills fade. So that was early in the fight. That's in the first round. He stopped the takedown. He didn't stop it later because Conor is really good at he's very good. He's got good takedown defense up until he's gassed, and once he's gassed, he's gassed.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, I thought this was maybe round 3.
No, this is round 1.
I mean, I can't judge Conor's ground game based on that fight, but I mean, if you want to, I don't know really how to judge how good Conor's ground game is, because I mean, we didn't really see. He lasted 4 rounds against Khabib.
Right. Khabib had it standing a lot though. In the first, I think he gave Conor opportunity to stand, and Conor didn't even win that part of the fight. So but anyway, so the reason I have this tweet too is my boy Mike the Product. This other guy says because Mike says something about Conor, like he never sprawls in this clip. Like he's just kind of like scooting, and he's not doing anything technical well. And Mike is a wrestling coach. I coach a little wrestling, and he's not doing anything well. He's just kind of using his strength athleticism to stay up. And then this guy comes in and says, "Hey mate, when somebody has your leg, you can't sprawl." And then we're just like, "What are you talking about, bro? Like that's when you sprawl. When somebody has like is in on one of your legs, that's when you would sprawl." So it kind of got into this debate on what a sprawl is. I'm not sure if wherever this country this dude is from, not Drippy McGregor, this other dude, maybe there's a different definition for sprawl. But sprawling is when somebody goes for your legs.
Yes.
All these experts.
And if you've seen Conor in his pre-match workouts and stuff like that, he does a lot of sprawling. Yeah.
I mean, look, Conor definitely is not from the school of MVP, Paul Daly, and Dan Hardy that have no takedown defense. He's not from that game. Conor was a new bred fighter that could stay up long enough to put damage on dudes. All right, next up, Jay, we got the captain himself. Ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll read it to you because I know you can't see on your phone. So he says, "A salesman just knocked on my door trying to sell me some kind of bug killer. When I told him I already had a pest control person, he said he didn't want to waste my time because he ain't got time for that." So then he says, I guess the salesman's like, "I ain't got time for that." Then he says, "Then I told him it's all good because I was about to eat dinner. He proceeds to ask me if he could join me for dinner because he was getting a little hungry and we could sit down and talk about the product. When I said no, he laughed at me." So this is like him having this experience with this.
Sounds like a joke that's going to have a punchline.
Kind of well, it's funny because I'm waiting for the punchline too. And then this is the end of this. Ready? And he said he couldn't believe I thought I was serious because he's like, "Bro, no, you can have dinner with me." Then Angry Captain came out and told him to get the fuck off my porch. And that that he was a shitty salesman. And now he's telling the story to my neighbor. So I guess it starts off like salesman and friendly, and the guy makes a joke, and then Captain just freaking flips on him, man.
And then the salesman becomes a buddy fucker and goes over to the neighbors. And that dude just, yeah. I hate those people, man.
Yo,
Me coming from a sales background, someone who's actually done door-to-door sales, it's awkward. It is awkward as fuck. So
right.
if that was me in that situation, like, you're not gonna ask the dude to come into his house and eat dinner with him
right.
to talk about bud killer.
Right.
I mean,
it's
come
creepy,
on,
man. Yeah. So
yeah,
Captain just wrote, "It's not a joke." I thought it was ridiculous. Anyway. All right, so next up, Jay, we're going to get into a little bit of love real quick here. So this guy, Jay Pinkman, I guess we follow each other, real Johnny. He's got the handsome picture there. He says, can finally love freely now. I just thought that was like, all right, bro, I guess he's maybe in a relationship that he has no skeletons or something. I'm not sure what that means. What's your take on loving freely, Jay?
Maybe he's in a relationship. Maybe he's got a lifelong hall pass. I don't know.
Very good, Jay.
You know what I mean? I mean, because yeah, I mean, love how you love, man.
Love how you love.
Yeah.
I like that, Jay. That might be snipped onto one of my snippets for when
I just take it more of, I'm in a relationship, but now she wants to have an open relationship, and now I can do things with other girls.
Oh, see, I didn't take it like that. I took, so that's an interesting take on one line sentence tweet, because I was taking it that he's in a relationship now that he doesn't have to worry about anything because he doesn't have anything he's hiding. You think he's open in a relationship? Interesting that we like how we can read those differently. Interesting stuff. All right, we're still staying with love here, Jay. We got my man Funky. You know the Funk Saucer, right?
Yeah.
Again, so he puts his love life out there a lot, Funk, and it's not always pretty, right? So why would she see me for 2 months if she still has feelings for one of my closest friends? That sounds a little dangerous, Jay.
Yeah. That's probably a relationship I wouldn't have got into in the first place.
Right? What are you doing, Funk? What's he doing?
Is he still your friend?
Right? That's what I was thinking. Like, what happened? Anyway, we got Guns MMA lip gloss here. She says open relationship. I guess she sees it your way. I don't know. We got 2 cents in the house. What's up, 2 cents? Probably the worst sales pitch he's ever heard. Exactly. Like, worst. I think we got one more love here, Jay. Yes, this is Pete in New Jersey. You know Pete?
I don't think I know. I don't think I've come across Pete.
Oh, before. Pete's great, man. Pete is great. And this is back to love. We're in love. Almost 21 years, and she still hasn't killed me yet. We might have something here. So he's done it, man. Look at him. He's got his wife. His wife is lovely.
Oh, I took that one different, too.
What did you take that as, Jay?
I thought he was saying, look, I got a 21-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, no.
She looks 21.
She looks good, right? I know.
Yeah, they look great. That's for 21 years. They look better than most couples.
Pete, you're looking good too, Pete. We're not trying to hit on your wife here, but she looks pretty in the picture. We got Guns MMA. She's got Desperation, talking about Funky. Oh, Funky. I know, 2 cents. I know. And then you got Guns. Love is overrated. Guns is like she's like a Pat Benatar song or something, right? Guns, you got Pat Benatar going on. All right, let's see what's next. I think we're out of love. Now this is cool. Ready for this? And you'll like this one. This is from Fight Picks That Go Hard. This is Canelo congratulating Anderson Silva after he beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in boxing.
I remember that.
What are your thoughts on Silva if Jake Paul has the balls to step in the ring with this guy?
Dude, I mean, like my most viral tweet that I've ever had had to do with, after Anderson Silva beat Julio Cesar Chavez, Jake Paul don't want that smoke, man.
Right?
Listen, if you want to derail a hype train, don't fight Anderson Silva.
Right?
Anderson Silva, I mean, the way this guy looks, I think he could even go far against good boxers.
Yeah.
Like, he looks really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. And with the bigger gloves, his chin is not as broken as some MMA guys, like Chuck when he was done fighting. Like Silva's chin, right. Look, he went against freaking DC and didn't get knocked out for like a lot of rounds, right? Like his chin is not as smashed as some guys' chins that we've seen. So, and with the bigger gloves, the guy like he made. I mean, Tito is Tito, but he made. I mean, he tooled Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. as a boxer. So the question is, will Jake Paul, would he get in the ring knowing this guy could beat him? Because I feel like Jake Paul will only get in the ring with guys he could beat. So does he think he could beat him?
In his mind or in his mouth?
I'm not sure.
I think his mouth. I think his mouth will say, "Yeah, I can beat him," but in his mind, he knows he's not going to beat Anderson Silva.
And also,
not in a boxing fight.
Anderson Silva is a 205-pound guy. I mean, he's a 185 when he's cutting down when he's younger, but like he's not a small guy like Woodley and Askren. He's not a 155, 170-pound guy. Like Anderson Silva's a bigger guy.
Well, Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley, they fought at what, 190?
195 maybe, and you know, that's Woodley like is putting on weight to get to that.
Yeah, but no, I think it'll be. I want to see it. I just want to see it so we can get this whole Jake Paul experiment over. Because
it's really on Jake Paul to end his own experiment, right? Like right? Like if he gets in with Silva, it could end it, right?
Oh, it'll 100% end it. I mean, but listen, if Jake Paul wanted to take a risk and show how good he truly is, he would take this fight.
I mean, the problem with it is like then people will just say, "Well, Silva was old." Like it's almost a lose for Jake if he takes his fight. Like,
and that's an excuse for not fighting him. He said, "Oh, I don't want to fight him. He's so old." You know, that's just that's a lame excuse. I mean, if you watch that Tito knockout was brutal, but if you watched him just a few weeks ago on that Mayweather card, just in an exhibition, he looks too good, man. His fundamentals are there. He's Anderson Silva. I can only imagine if he would have fought Roy Jones Jr. back in the day when he said he wanted to fight Roy Jones Jr.
That would wonder how
good that would have been a fun fight. Yeah, I really wanted to see that.
Yeah, because really those are two guys in my life that were in the matrix within their sport. Meaning Roy was in the matrix when before he got his chins checked, which his chin is way more broken than Anderson's, I believe.
Right.
He looked like he could do anything he wanted. He didn't even have to have great fundamentals because he was just moving at a different speed than other pros. And Anderson was the same way. They're very similar to me of my career of watching fights. Like they were similar within their own sports, right?
Roy Jones in his prime was one of the best boxers I've ever seen.
Yeah,
top five,
like a freak,
no question.
A freak of nature. Captain Jake Paul ain't fighting Anderson Silva, old or not. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. I can't see Jake doing that, Cap. Our next one we got my man Mike the Product. And this is just him with this, and I don't even understand this shit. I haven't watched it really. I don't have the patience for this. I did watch the girl Amber Heard look like she snorted something in a tissue on the stand. I mean, that was some shit. I was like, holy shit.
I didn't see that.
She's totally disregarding like the law.
She's like sniffing coke on the stand.
No, it was like a little device she had in her tissue, and she sniffs up instead of like blowing out for a tissue. And it was weird. But anyway, I guess he won the court. I don't know what's going on. I hope it wasn't paid for.
Yeah, I read into it a little bit yesterday because I didn't really know much about it. I know there was a defamation case. Like, were they in the UK for this?
I think they were here. I thought it came back this way.
Well, maybe they. Well, yeah. But I read into it and everything like that. And, Johnny Depp won $10 to $15 million, and I think
Amber Heard won $2. Does she have that money? I mean,
maybe from the divorce. I don't know.
Oh, he'll get his own money back. He won his own money.
Right. Yeah.
I don't really like. Did the taxpayers have to pay for this trial? This trial's paid for by who? Because like I don't know. So long and ridiculous from what I was kind of piecing. Anyway, so my boy the Product.
I'm sure it affected the taxpayers some. Trials do.
That's annoying to me if it did, but I guess it's some entertainment though. So he has, and that's when I noticed she had left a huge pile of shit on my bed, and this is sad for you because you're a Rose guy, but
no, I saw
is a picture of a bed with Rose fighting Carly Esparza. So the piece of shit that she was put on the bed was that fight.
Yeah, I didn't know about her dropping a deuce in the bed, but I did. Who did I see? It was TX Lady on Instagram. she had that on her story, and I just couldn't help but send a
See?
laughing emoji because
Yes.
she took a shit on the bed. Is this for real?
Yeah, like and it ended up being Rose versus Carla. See?
Oh man.
All right, so we got Captain Amber Turd. I like that, Cap. Thank you for that. Then we got next Cap. Again, I like her to shit on my bed and cut my finger off for 15 mil. Yeah, I mean, he let her do it. I mean, why not? 15 mil. I mean, you could shit on my bed for 15 mil for sure. And yeah, my
Yeah.
finger. I'm 43. I could lose a finger, and you know. All right, next up.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, we got Bill Cosby from Megan Anderson, who blocks a lot of people. Megan has not blocked me though, just so you know. I'm not blocked by Megan Anderson. Everybody, not blocked here. You blocked by Megan Anderson, Jay?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't get blocked by people. So, what is guys' obsession with golf? Someone explain it to me. And then Bill Cosby, he's a funny guy. He's from my area originally, by the way. He's in Cali now, but it's only for men that hate their wife. That's it. Loving husbands don't play. And it's funny. A couple of my good boys play golf, and they like their
I'm
wife.
a golfer.
Huh?
I'm a golfer.
I just think it's a funny comment though, like because
it's
so time.
Maybe a good majority of them, I would say. Yeah, they just it allows them to get away from their wife more than usual because a round of golf is 4 hours long, depending on what course you play.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a long time, and if you have like little kids, I mean, it's really time consuming. Next up, we got the booger beard. If y'all knew how many times I've embarrassed myself while talking to fighters, I have said some real dumb shit. Nothing irredeemable. Although, Booger says some crazy shit, just dumb. And then I like the reason I picked this tweet, Jay, was Freelance Goon at the bottom says that's a sick, humble brag, bro. Like he's bragging that he talks to fighters.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying that like he said some dumb shit to him. I just like Freelance Goon put some stuff funny to me. Like I like how you put that sick, humble brag.
Yeah.
You ever say anything dumb to a fighter?
No, I don't. I mean, I've probably talked to 10, 15 fighters in my life. I don't think I've ever said anything real stupid. Of course, I don't think so.
All right. Well, I don't think I have either. I mean, we DM a bit. Some of the fighters. I met some in person over the years. Although, yes, I did say to Kevin Randleman that he got his ass kicked in front of his sick grandma by accident. That was not smart. I was only 22 years old or so, and he had just got beat up by either Chuck or Randy. And I seen him at the next event, and his grandma was in a wheelchair on the ramp when he fought that fight. So she was like watching from her wheelchair. And by the time I realized what I said to him, I was like, oh shit, I just told him that he got his ass kicked in front of his grandma, basically. And I walked away like, oh my God, I'm glad this guy didn't kill me. Like, but like that was,
right.
That might have top booger beard right there. That was really dumb because Kevin Randleman, like a silverback,
big dude.
He actually took it quite well. Like, I mean, this was back in the day when they had to promote. He was probably just like, all right, this dude is freaking, like, I had too many drinks or whatever. But anyway, next up, we got Hasbullah's Hive. And this is Hasbullah here looking at him. It's me showing up to my new job after lying about everything on my resume. So I guess this is like him showing up. Nothing is true. And he's sitting in this giant chair now because he's the man.
Yeah, that's like 70% of all people who. Yeah, everything's a lie because, I mean, do people actually go and now I interview people all the time for jobs here. Do we ever go call references or anything like that? They could say whatever the fuck they want.
Right. Man. Yeah.
And we just take them at their word.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. So Captain put damn, how you gonna say? I know the Randleman shit is ridiculous. I don't know. I was with my friend too, and he's probably like, what's wrong with you? All right, we got our last two tweets, Jay, and we'll be out of here, just like I said, about 30 minutes before. So we got our Gary Goodrich's here. Ready? So we got Gary. It hurts when a person you can't forget forgets you.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough, right? And the person below writes, it's devastating. It makes you lose your self-esteem. That ever happen to you, Jay?
I'm too far in my life to even remember that.
Yes, Jay. Well said.
I'm sure I have. I mean, 80% of people in life probably have that one person, maybe when you were a kid or a girlfriend or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I think that with this is like as you get older, like our age, you just don't have the time for everybody. So like it's almost like all of a sudden time has gone by and you just haven't communicated with them, and that's what happens, you know. And
Or maybe that person just became famous.
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, you never know, but like I feel like that's what happens, and you know, people just grow apart. This is the last one we got. We got
Right.
if you're not losing friends, you're not growing up. So again, similar thing here. Which I'm not sure if I believe all that one, but yeah, like as you kind of evolve, you make new friends. We're friend, you know, you know you move, you know, things move. Your life is always
Right.
moving, right? Moving.
Right.
Oh shit.
Gary's good, man.
Yeah, Gary Goodrich.
Have
So
you talked to him about being on the show? Is he going to do
I
it?
have, and I just tried to hit him up again this weekend when I was at doing my barbecue. I hit a bunch of guys up, like, "Hey, what's up? What's going to show?" I haven't heard back from him yet.
And
I
then you
gotta,
called old Jay, and Jay's like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
yeah, of course. I know I can always count on you, Jay. I always count on you. We got Captain. He's only 20. Captain, you're only 24, and I just don't care. You either fuck with me or don't. Yeah, exactly. But and Jay, I mean, and Jay and Captain. See, what happens is too. You probably learned that around your age, Captain, where it's like, all right, bro, like, you know, like high school, you know, you're trying to like fit in and stuff. Like when you hit 24 and up, you're like, all right, man, you fuck with me or don't. Like there's dollars to it, you know. You don't need to like, you don't have to impress anybody now, Captain. I see you got a lady and you do your thing. Jay, question for you. Who do you got this weekend? Volkanovski or
Volkov.
I mean Volkov or who was
I
it?
got Rosenstruck.
Rosenstruck. Who do you got?
Yeah, no, I got Volkov. I mean, it depends on what version of Volkov shows up. That's what I'll say. Is because if it's the Volkov that showed up against Alistair Overeem, yeah, then Rosenstruck's in trouble. If it's the Volkov that showed up in his last two fights, yeah, but I don't think Volkov could. He has to see his last two fights and be like, yeah, man, there's something not there. I mean, I look at what Alistair Overeem did to Rosenstruck, and I just see. I don't even know how to say it. Is it Rosenstruck? We'll just call him Biggie Boy. I don't even think he's good. I don't even think Biggie Boy should be that highly ranked in the heavyweight division. I mean, yeah, he's a kickboxer. He's had some good wins, but he's really, he's kind of one dimensional, it seems.
Yeah. Well,
but I got Volkov, but I got Evloev, like wrestle fucking the shit out of Ige in the co-main.
Yeah, and Ige is a pretty big underdog.
I think plus 420, something like that.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm actually going Rosenstruck. I feel like he beats guys like Volkov. Volkov again is like average at everything. I feel like, and Rosenstruck has big power. When Rosenstruck is afraid of somebody, though, he really sucks. You know, like I feel like when he's scared, he's terrible. You know, he has to be like unscared, but I don't know if, you know, hopefully he's not too afraid of Volkov, which he shouldn't be. So, yeah, and this fight was supposed to happen a few weeks ago, right? Or a few months ago, I feel like, and it was pulled at the last minute.
Well, no, because Volkov just fought Aspinall, so it wasn't this one.
Didn't he get like key locked by Aspinall or something like that? Shit that never happened.
Aspinall made Volkov look like a bitch. Okay, I shouldn't say that. That's unprofessional. No, he looked like a bitch.
He said it again. Say it twice is nice. Anyway, I think that's it for the show, Jay. We're out of here at 30. We could go do our lawns. You gotta go back to work probably because it's early still there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, hold on. We're like, hold on. Can I flip it? What is it? Oh, I turned it off. No, I mean, I'm sitting in the parking lot where I work. But luckily, I can do what I want.
It's right. I'm glad you make time for the show. We had a good guest. We had in the room. We had Captain. He likes to stop by. I like to have Captain in there. We had MMA Lip Gloss, 2 cents in there. Thanks for stopping in, Jay. You enjoy your fight weekend.
You too, buddy.
Always great to have you on the show. And you know, have a beverage for me this weekend or whatever you do for your fights. And I'll see you in the Twitterverse or somewhere during fight night.
I'm sure you will, brother. Hey, thank you.
All right. I'll see you later, Jay. Thanks.
See you, buddy.